welcome back to Sonic Frontiers. Continue. Sonic is Sonic the Hedgehog, everyone's favorite mouse.
No, I wouldn't know that because I don't have a side stream right now, so I.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You fucking, you're so whiny. You're so whiny. I know that like you need this to partake in like the discourse.
The discourse that is
Yeah.
Sonic Frontiers video game stream.
Yeah, that we do together.
Yeah.
Useless. That's useless. All I have to do is max out my rings. Wait, did I already do the fishing here?
I'm pretty sure that because you were disappointed that we didn't get Froggy, but we still got 100% complete, right?
Yes. So we're on the final island, and just like every other island before it, I want to 100% it because that is what I do. If we can talk to Sage here. Nope, we need 63. It is nice that they realize that the best island is just forest. Let's do it. Desert was pretty cool. Tails' island sucked. Useless. These power plums, useless. I'm already the most powerful hedgehog in the world. You cannot stop me. You see this guy? He's gonna steal nothing. I don't have... Oh, he stole one of my Chaos Emeralds. Oh.
Nice going.
I'm so fast. It wants me to grind on this rail. Like, what happens if I just don't get it? You know?
Yeah,
like,
I was wondering that.
I'm so fast. I don't know what it wants me to do.
Think you stopped it?
Oh, I tried to, but physics didn't work, and it kept going. All right. See, it's like...
Oh.
I do stomp it, but I got the Chaos Emerald back. I like that there's just one enemy in this game that's like, you have a Chaos Emerald? Okay.
You know what it reminds me of? The little, like, tractor beam enemies in...
Spyro Enter the Dragonfly?
No, Sonic Adventure and Sonic Heroes.
I'm pretty sure you're thinking of the hit video game Spyro Enter the Dragonfly.
Might just be Sonic Heroes if they're in. But remember, like, how they, like, it's like they're kind of made of 3 discs. Like, there's one main disc as a head, and then there's 2 discs sort of as arms.
Yeah,
and they can go and tractor beam a partner and prevent them from moving.
I remember that. I remember that. I got a heart. I got a single heart. Those are so fucking useless. Because they're like, oh, get this heart that's floating in here. And then you do that, and you get, like, 7. Or I can go buy all of them from the fishing minigame. I'm pretty sure the speedrun of this game, if it doesn't require, like, wild, I don't need you. I don't need this anymore. I don't. I have 100... Everything is good. I don't need more rings. That's stupid.
I just realized, when you boost and crash into a wall, Sonic does a little backflip off that, right?
Shit. Maybe.
If so, that's new. I think. In some of the... Like, say, like, Sonic Unleashed, when they were introducing the boost formula stuff, if you boosted straight into a perpendicular surface, Sonic would just kind of splat there and then fall backwards and take a really long time.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
it does do a little
yeah, that's a nice little thing.
It's a nice little thing. What happens if I sorry? Nothing. Not that I really expected anything, but I was hoping he would like go I want to talk to you right now, Sage. I'll talk to you when I 100% complete this. So I've been playing Modern Warfare.
Okay.
Sage, which is, you know, propaganda for the big machine that is government. And, like, sometimes government's cool. Like, the EPA, pretty tight. But military, not so much. And I know that like the United States gives Call of Duty like $6 to make sure that they don't say anything terrible about the United States military. And they do a lot of like whitewashing and stuff of history to make the United States military seem like good people. That being said, for arcadey Twitch shooters, it's pretty good. And I have a lot of fun, and it's also free. And
Yeah.
Battle Royales, they make my heart go doki doki pretty quickly. I'm just like, whoa, look at all of this stuff. And not dying. It's good. It's good. It's fun.
Yeah. On Twitch and in general, I follow Sophista. She's a professor and a streamer. Overall, great person with great opinions, and she had like I think it was Warzone, Call of Duty Warzone that she'd play, you know, she has like a very like strong mind on like games culture, and like in general like progressive mindedness sort of things. Said something along once of like, oh, what was it? So like I want to shoot a facsimile of a person. I don't actually want to murder somebody.
Right. Like
in the conversation about like hey, I'm playing Call of Duty and Call of Duty's kind of fucked, but also like I'm gonna have fun playing my video game.
Yeah, and the best part about it is that racists will say things to me on the prox chat. Did it? And the best part is they always lose to me. Like, if no one is talking, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. I know it. These guys are sitting at home, but like if someone is talking mad smack on the prox chat, one, people are really bad at realizing that I can hear them. The amount of times I've killed someone because they were like, oh, I'm gonna push. I'm like, okay, thanks, man. I know that. Thank you. And also, I feel really validated when someone is like saying racist shit to me, and like they can't hear me. I don't do prox chat. But like they'll still be like, I'm going to say racial slurs to this man. This thing is a boss.
Oh,
not a caterpillar. I know we've talked about it before, but that is.
Yeah. It reminds me of that old video of like the guy on Xbox Live sending a comment that's like, I can do stuff on a guitar you could never do in your life. So yeah, you're gay. That's the shittiest riff.
It's so good. It's so good. I don't know what you're talking about. That is peak trash talk right there. But
someone did that once, but then they replaced the guitar riff with Spark Mandrill from Mega Man. But that was very funny. Oh, also, Sophist is actually streaming right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and
leave
plug
me
the channel in the chat. I know no one else is here right now, but no, I'm still here. You fucked up that not a caterpillar.
What if that was a caterpillar? Like, what if there's just like a real ass caterpillar boss fight?
What if the flicky inside's caterpillar and you just destroyed it? You'd be like, I didn't think there were flickies on this island. But
just that
lo and behold, it's just that one caterpillar that you just killed.
Yeah.
I want to kill the facsimile of a caterpillar.
I think
I'm not actually a murderer.
I think my problem with Call of Duty is less like the content, because like shooting mans is fun. I love shooting mans. I love shooting them in video games. It's fun. I've always been really into first-person shooters. But I think the problem is that like it's more of like A, the content, and B, Activision is a travesty. It's one of the things about modern gaming, and I know that is like modern gaming, boomer humor. But like the fact that everyone is trying to get Fortnite money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Fortnite money requires A lot of things. One, it requires a lot of goodwill. You need to build up the goodwill of your community. B, it requires like a lot of effort, which then translates to a lot of crunch from your devs. And I think that people forget that. I read an article today because people were comparing Overwatch 2's Battle Pass system to like Fortnite, and how, you know, Fortnite is interesting because there are ways to earn everything for free. It just requires a lot of time and a lot of investment. While in things like Overwatch, there are 0 ways to get skins except for being time gated out of being able to earn the currency. And so it's like people were like, oh, you know, it's they'll never be Fortnite, but also, do you want to be Fortnite? Because it's essentially a bunch of artists in constant crunch, and that's really problematic.
Indeed.
Also, do you want to like ruin your aesthetic with all the shit they do, you know? What's your favorite Fortnite skin?
I wanted to look up. I'm trying to remember if
Mine's Naruto.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I was gonna say it's actually Kelsia from Mistborn.
Yeah, you're not allowed to like anything else attracted to that. I'm trying to remember if the Activision Blizzard King union actually got through.
I think the playtesters did, but like, not that that's not a good thing. That is a very good thing, but it's like, it's, you know, the start, right? The good news is I know this might sound like degrading to playtesters. It's a hard fucking job, and I would never want it, just because of how much stuff and know-how and knowledge you have to have. But I feel like playtesters are easily replaceable in a lot of ways, because you can just go get some college grads and be like, hey, do you want to play video games for money? And so many people are going to think that sounds great. But I feel like if you can have playtesters unionize, then I feel like the more like specialized jobs can unionize as well.
No. I would say they need it most out of a lot of these positions.
I agree, just because it's so long hours with so little, like, I know the pay is garbage.
It's busy, the pay is garbage, benefits are bad, you're working on contract, which means it's easy to get rid of you. You know, you're working on quotas, which means that, like, it's kind of easy to bully you into the kind of work you do, right? Like,
right, exactly.
They can just make arbitrary demands of you. Sometimes your work is not going to be even like really implemented. You might still get the heat for it from consumers because there's a misunderstanding of what QA work gets, you know, dealt with. And so those misconceptions kind of hurt as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It is terrible job, but I think because since they're, you know, working on contract hours, and because like they you know, if they could replace them, they would, right? Instead of allowing them to unionize. And they didn't. They couldn't. And so I feel like that's a really good hope for like artists and stuff too. I feel like they should be able to like follow that, and it should help. But yeah, no, it's miserable. It's a miserable job from what I've read.
Yeah. One of my favorite content creators of the time currently, Willie Madden over at Willie Versus, has talked a lot about his time in QA. Very eye-opening stuff. Even before like pandemic. Wow, can you hear that coming through my microphone?
No, I can't.
Oh, it's too bad. Someone's really riffing out there. Wooly has talked about the QA work he used to do, like IOS and stuff like that. But interesting stories, like pre-pandemic. They tried to cut costs by like not giving the employees wipes for their stations. So like if you would change stations with someone, rotate or whatever, normally you'd want to wipe everything down. And so they tried to, they were like, hey, we're gonna cut costs on that, right? Save a dime there. And then like everybody started getting sick. So it's and like it's a case where like they're like, don't do it. Like that's a bad idea, and what do you know, it's a bad idea. Yeah, he's just like on his channel in general, he's talked about this stuff on their podcasts and in various forms. So if you're looking for like a popular content creator with some wild stories about QA, he's certainly got plenty. QA is rough.
It is rough, and it's important, right? Like that's the thing, is that like you can't just fake a QA, right? You can't cut the costs, because if you don't have QA, you're just gonna end up with a garbage game, like Spider-Man 3, Friend or Foe.
Friend or Foe is not Spider-Man 3. Those are two different games. Spider-Man Friend or Foe and Spider-Man 3 are separate.
I don't know, man. All Spider-Man games are Spider-Man slinging webs. I don't like that.
So, shoot. I feel like we were onto something that I wanted to admit. Oh, that's right. Just more on the QA topic and like, what QA does. Everybody makes mistakes, so QA is important to have. And so like there is this, when you first realize that like QA can find things that will never get solved, kind of wild, right? Like QA might do an excellent job of finding issues, but they'll just go on a ship it anyway list, basically. Known shippables, that's what it is. Like, we know this bug is this, and we aren't going to fit into the schedule to fix it. Push on without it anyways. It's acknowledged, but we're not touching it. Will they work in compliance as well? And so that would be things like, is this actually good to launch on consoles, or is it going to brick something if we're not careful, and that sort of thing. And so that stuff gets wild too.
It better. If
so
you
like
can't
regulation stuff,
if you
right?
can't, yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, I see.
Grant, who needs regulation?
No one. If we let the free market decide, you will be okay. Never has that ever ended poorly for anyone.
Don't you love? I'm trying to work this out. I'm workshopping this. I'll give you the concept. So the invisible hand, right?
Yeah.
And then hand jobs.
The invisible hand jobs.
Yes.
The invisible hand jobs of the free market.
Yeah.
Yes, because nobody gets hand jobs in the free market. There's not enough time.
Well, because that'll be a handout. They don't like those.
Yeah, but you also can't have sex work because that's immoral.
Yeah.
What if it would be really bad if someone came in to our stream right then and just listened to us jokingly talk about shit that's super not our opinions? But
listen, they wouldn't. If they came in like that, then thank the invisible hand for it.
Yeah. But we actually have something going on in my city where this garbage takeout place bought up a bunch of rights to take out garbage, and suddenly people are not having their garbage taken out for weeks on end.
Oh no!
It's really bad. Because all of the like public works garbage stuff is gone, right? And suddenly, these private companies don't give a shit. Since when? Since you can tell me when a private company totally failed at anything.
You know, Grant, I just couldn't tell you. So sometimes they're just so damn big they can fail and fail and fail and
They're
still
too
get
big
there
to fail.
Anyways. Well, it's because they get to define failure and they get to say, nuh-uh, actually. Nuh-uh, because we got subsidized, so it's fine.
Yeah.
We got our asses covered, so it's okay.
They're just too big to fail, Brantley, and I don't think you understand. If we give enough businesses money, they'll never fail because they'll just be too big to fail.
Oh.
That was really good.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really fun. Out where I work, I heard today that a bunch of custodial work has been replaced with contractors. Which, you know, also just like not great. The like, you know, basically, you know, offloading that work, outsourcing it. Which means the custodians who are here are almost definitely not getting treated well enough to either keep those jobs or to get those jobs, etc. And they're being undercut. So exciting turns of events that were never something we could ever predict.
Oh my god! If you take the speed, that's how long it takes to do one. That is awful. Look how long it takes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'd be 600 seconds. That'd be 10 minutes. 10 minutes to transfer everything. And like, obviously they don't want you to do that. But you know, they could also just say, how much do you want to transfer?
Yeah.
And you say all of it. You know, I could do that to get the achievement.
You could.
I don't want to. I'd rather just get the link. Oh, it's Tetris. All right, let's see.
Just time.
This is terrible. This is so bad. All right, the inside is what we need. Yellow, purple, black, blue. Yellow, purple, black, blue. Yellow. Purple.
Why is it Orple?
What?
It's like a, I don't know where it exactly would have started, but
It sounds like a thing.
there's a like just like people would make text posts on Tumblr and be like, and why heat Orple? It's like talking about a purple character, but like they'd start it with an O.
Wait, is that not right?
So you're like, why is she Orple? There's something that goes on top, the little white cross that's next to you. You just have to put that on top,
I didn't see
on the ground. Yeah, it blends in a little bit.
We gotta make sure that it's anointed by Catholicism. Slap that white cross on there, baby. Jesus died for our sins, y'all.
Bling.
Good shit.
You know, sometimes I think I want to look into Sonic the comic. Well, we were doing Archie here stateside. Sonic the comic was the UK adaptation of Sonic in the comic form.
Isn't that the one where Sonic is like gross looking?
A little bit, yeah. But I think it's interesting because there's like times where he's like, the art is like very clearly like well done, but the design of Sonic that they've sort of adapted, it's interesting because like they definitely like they got like a few shots of Sonic, right? Like say like the Sonic 1 sprite and like certain art pieces, and they just stuck with it. it looks like that, like they sort of held to that shape of Sonic, unlike Archie, where each artist kind of will draw Sonic differently, you know?
Yeah.
Hi Zed. Like in Archie, like you'll have some artists that will draw
Hashtag
exclamation
Knuckles.
mark. No.
I
like,
wish
so. You go ahead.
Knuckles is gone right now.
Yeah, unfortunately. But like you'll have some artists that will draw like Sonic with really long spines, right?
Long spines in the front of her head. I mean, who has those?
And some other artists will do like really anime kind of looking art.
Doesn't physically
Sonic
make
work.
sense.
Yeah, they put some of those in Sonic colors. Oh, you
This
killed
bot
him.
is not answering me. We need a Knuckles bot, Brantley.
Yeah.
What would the Knuckles bot do?
You know what it would say.
Lima dudes?
No. That's a good answer, but I was gonna say it's what's on your stream deck.
Oh no!
Knuckles.
Yeah, exactly.
Say it. Oh no. That's Knuckles. That's what Knuckles
Oh,
says
no.
in Sonic Adventure 1 when he takes damage.
Specifically when you are not playing as Knuckles and you attack Knuckles.
Yeah,
Hurt
he
him.
goes, oh no. I think that if I were Knuckles, I would only say how much cooler I am than Sonic.
Ed said, "Do you know?" And come on, are we missing something?
I don't know Knuckles.
Are we out of the loop?
He doesn't chuckle. That's all I know. Knock knock, it's Knuckles. Zed, I don't know your Knuckles reference. You're gonna have
Say
to
the line, Grant.
I don't know it. What?
Did you activate the thing?
Oh, this. Oh, right. Do you know the way?
No.
Which is
We're not doing that.
Which is wild because now that is a Mandalorian.
The wording's different.
Yeah, it is
But
different.
we're not doing Uganda.
Not doing Uganda
We're not
Knuckles.
bringing.
Not
weird
bringing them
racist
back,
moves.
but it is interesting. It just is very interesting that it's like there was this meme, and like Mandalorian was absolutely in the writer, like being written at the time, right? But like you gotta wonder. It's like, huh? I wonder.
No, the wording is different. I don't think it is. Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, that meme was sure was interesting. How sort of rapidly it went from like, oh, I guess this is a thing. Is this funny? And then, oh fuck no, it's racist. Hit the button hard on that and then cancel that shit. Out, get out. I do feel bad for Greg Zilla, who originally made that, like, you know, animation of Knuckles, and then it was reappropriated.
Yeah, because it was him singing.
You know, the world on fire. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's really funny. Like it's honestly a really funny, like Knuckles, right? Like the little squat little Knuckles guy, and I love it.
Yeah. But it went the way of Pepe, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like, well,
These are really bad.
Grant, you didn't get the.
Oh my god. This is terrible. This is really bad. And I'm really bad at this game, that's why.
Yeah, exactly, Zed. That's always kind of the worrisome part of memes is like, you know, how that sort of leaks into public consciousness, and then especially when it's like, well, I remember being like, you know, a middle schooler and getting into meme culture and not really like realizing the ramifications of what I was getting.
Yeah, and
do.
like I'm sure some people were just like, oh, haha, funny accent, right? Funny accent.
Right.
We can go on VR chat and we can swarm people and do funny accents, right? And it's like, yeah. that it's one of those things that is harmless in a lot of aspects, but the grand thing of it is that it's not. Like, it's not like the worst thing, because it's just like, it's just not great.
the how do I put this? When you have like there's like a normalization of it that's happening, right? When it's like, oh, it's
Right.
a kid thing. The kids are saying this in a funny accent. Um, but then like what you're sort of seeding is, bad. Um, then it means that like that bad faith actors and sort of people who are know what they're doing and intentionally are
Right.
fucking things
Right.
up kind of get to hide in plain sight.
That's why every accent you gotta do is French.
It's Fox News has a bit of that effect as well. Like, I've known like a case of like someone being like, "Oh, I don't like that AOC person." I'm like, "Why?" And like, "Oh, I don't know. You just I don't like her." And it's like, well, you realize you probably agree with her on a lot of things compared to like most of her politics. But there is that like just kind of easy buy-in, right? Like that's kind of where the danger settles in.
Right. No, absolutely. You're 100% right.
I'm not sure if you saw in chat, but your gameplay is being criticized.
I did see in chat. I did tell Willem that he's being a little bit of a bitch. All right, let's see how much
That's okay,
damage.
because you can hit a 100 hit combo.
I was supposed to do 300 points of damage. This game is we have grinded this game to the shit. We're so strong. Oh, I am the guy.
Onward and upward.
That's all right. I were you?
That was the most boring thing I've said on the stream so far.
Well, if you say it in a Winston voice, then it's not. 'Cause that's what he says when he dies.
Oh.
Well, when he comes back to life, he goes onward
Okay,
and upward.
that's it's a very important distinction. There's something morbid about Winston dying, and his last words are onward and upward.
It's funny though. Winston from Overwatch has
Funny monkey died depressed and alone.
What did I lose? Oh right, I actually don't know. I know. I think I lost one of these stinking. Like, I really wish I could just skip this stupid. Okay.
See ya.
That's a really good sound I just made right there. Everyone should be really proud of me.
You want to do it again?
No, it's
Okay.
a once in a lifetime thing. If you miss.
Is that your Overwatch death sound?
Probably.
Or the sound you make when you come back to life?
Can you imagine you come back to life? Oh, is this one of those things where you can't get unless till, like the later time?
Hi Zach. Clap on.
What?
You're gonna have to put them in order. You have to listen to the whole.
My Overwatch death noise would be block. Oh.
What would that look like on subtitles?
BLK. Blurk. And when I would come back to life, I would just have them. I would go, guess you shot me.
How about just barf? River City Ransom style.
Barf.
Barf.
I need to get an Allen wrench. My arm rest is falling off.
Oh shit. I can't wait till River City Girls 2 gets fixed on PC.
Yeah, I can't wait to play as my favorite river and or city.
Online multiplayer.
Yeah.
Get up to 4 people.
Up to 4 people?
Pretty sure. There are more playable characters than that, but you can have 4 people at a time.
Yeah.
The first... You got another city level.
The city.
Dude, you're in a Shaft background.
I'm pretty sure you've already made that joke.
I know. I wonder if that would have been faster to jump up without that.
Probably.
Have we seen Minecraft Legends yet? I have not. Was that part of the Microsoft thing, that conference they had with a bunch of game demos being shown off or something?
Oh, the one with Starfield. The only game that I am looking forward to this release year. That's not true.
Minecraft Legends PvP is Susan generated. Okay, let me just check the actual website. Minecraft Legends. Discover the mysteries of Minecraft Legends, new action strategy game.
What?
Lead your allies in heroic battles to defend the overworld from the destructive piglins. What kind of game is this?
It's a strategy RPG. In the vein of Fire Emblem. I don't know if that's true, but the more I say it, the more it makes sense.
That's a cinematic. Official gameplay, here we go.
I know you could do that. I've been trying to do that for a long time. And I don't know what it does in terms of
Is this Brutal Legend?
oh my god, what did they read?
Oh no, it's PvP, okay. So is it like... Is it PvP in the vein of like...
StarCraft.
A StarCraft RTS style thing, where you have like, you know, each person on one side and you're... It looks like sort of that, but you have like it's character centric in that you still walk yourself around the world, and then like, you know, like Pikmin, a bunch of characters around with you.
Pikmin, more like pick the men up.
Well, interesting. Not my type of game, but I suppose good for them. I hope it goes well. I was surprised to see Hi-Fi Rush just get suddenly announced and immediately dropped in out of nowhere.
And everybody loves it.
Yeah, I went to the Steam page and already it was getting really great reviews, which I wasn't expecting. I would have thought that, or would have a lot of people being like, neat concept, but the execution sloppy, or like, hey, the controls need, tuning up, or my controller doesn't work, or, PC fixes are needed and that sort of thing, but I didn't really see anything like that.
Yeah, it's like vibing on Twitter pretty hard too.
Yeah. Minecraft Legends reminds me of Tooth and Tail. That's a familiar name to me, but I need to look at it.
It's the game where you play as a tooth and your enemy plays as a tail.
Oh, of course. I have a feeling that the results of me looking at Tooth and Tail will be to say, oh yes, this looks like Minecraft Legends. In a very circular, sort of ineffectual way. Let's see. Yeah, so I see the resemblance.
Is it because Minecraft Steve is in both of them?
Don't tell anyone.
So I learned new movement.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
the drop dash is in this game.
Yeah, and it's really, really awkward.
Oof.
But it's actually
nice that they've been integrating that as an official thing post Sonic Mania.
It's really.
What I would like to do more is if they did Sonic Mania 2, but go ahead.
Aren't they doing Sonic Mania 2?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't believe I've heard any word of it. Sonic Mania 2. Well, the first thing that pops up, Sonic Mania 2 canceled from Tech Times, so...
I'm guessing that that's not a real website.
People are saying that there's a rumor that it was scrapped internally.
Why would they scrap it?
Dunno. But they've done dumber things. Think of it this way. When was the last time that Sega and Sonic Team did something that really kind of made sense to you?
Fair. I'm just kind of shocked, because, like, that game was, like, praised out the wazoo and it sold really well.
Mm-hmm. It could be a disagreement between the developers and say, Sega. Because after all, that was not Sonic Team, so...
True, maybe Sonic Team was a little jealous.
I don't know. I think that was one of the allegations, was like, hey, you shouldn't be making the Sonic games that people like, we should be making the Sonic games people like. And sort of don't show us up, kind of. I don't know that it's as simple as that. I certainly hope it wouldn't be, but I know that was at least one thing that had been sort of talked around. Remains to be seen.
Get in this nonsense.
New level.
It's gonna be Green Hill Zone.
Grill Zone.
Ooh, my favorite. Grilled chili dogs.
Who would be the character in the Sonic crew who just wants to grill? Note, this does mean you have to cast them as a centrist.
Good question. No, this is like kind of something.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Oh.
Those are awkward.
Yeah. Yeah, those didn't used to be that awkward. Even in Sonic Forces.
I forgot to get... I guess I'm going for the... Get crushed death by those.
Yep.
For old time's sake.
Have the water rise on you and you start to panic because you're moving slower and the timer's ticking. Sega was really good at child torture back in the day.
They were.
But I really do think that Billy Hatcher is where they perfected it.
It's such a nonsense game. We have to we have to get through that together sometime.
We'll have a very hard time. I'm just gonna warn you. That game is tough.
It's tough. No, I've played it. I've played it with you multiple times. You're like, hey, you want to beat Billy Hatcher? We're not getting anything here. And I'm like, no, that sounds terrible. And they're like, oh, come on, it'll be fun. And then it isn't.
It has a Sonic Heroes effect where it starts fun and then they start doing gameplay and you're like, ah, fuck.
It's just like...
Oh, and yeah, this is definitely... I don't even know if this is a Chemical Plant remix. It's just kind of a whatever song. All the music so far, even like Green Hill, hasn't had its own theme. Like it's all like original music. That's what Sonic Generations is for. Sonic Generations has got to be cheap as hell right now. In fact, I'm going to look that up. How much Sonic Generations? Yeah, you can get Sonic Generations on Steam for $20.
I think I bought it for $3.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's funny? On Steam, they now sell it as the Sonic Generations Collection because they automatically package the DLC in with it. But the way then it shows up in the Steam store if you type it out is that there's two listings. There's Sonic Generations Collection, which is $20, and Sonic Generations Casino Night DLC, which is also $20 on its own. But that's only because they like you're only supposed to be able to get it with the package, and then the DLC is free with that. Developer is Devil's Details. What the fuck? Binary domain? That's interesting.
What's interesting?
That seemingly the port for Sonic Generations is not like Sega internal.
Oh,
Or no, it's a developer within Sega. Seemingly. Or maybe they port it, I don't know. Devil's Details, who the developer is listed as, they did the binary domain listing on Steam as well. I always get binary domain and mind hack confused.
I don't know what either of those things are currently.
Binary domain is like a sci-fi futuristic first-person shooter game. Here, I'll read the Steam description. The machine age has begun in this immersive and atmospheric squad-based shooter in which you need to regain control of a futuristic Tokyo from an emerging robotic threat. Set in 2080, the story starts when Dan Marshall and his squad are sent to bring the robotic... yeah, why? You're gonna regain Tokyo, but you're playing as a Dan fucking Marshall? Oh, that's a little...
They should have named him Hajime Kiyosaki.
Just call him Shoot Man, for God's sake.
Oh, that's a good name.
Not Run and Shoot Man. He already exists.
Just Shoot Man.
Yeah.
God, this map, man. 1 minute and 30 seconds? That's nuts.
Just Shoot Man is what Winston says when a Reaper comes up to take him out. Hard counter. That's the one thing I know about Overwatch.
That Reaper's a hard counter to Winston.
Yeah.
He is. He slays Winston.
Winston says, onward and upward.
I don't know
Takes
if
her
you
out.
noticed that, but when you do the little pop-up, you can jump at when it goes up and it just sends you flying.
Yeah, a little bit of a physics boost there. Zach says it's a cameo from All Might's American friend Dan. And there you go.
This can't be fast this way. It's so slow.
Speaking of game releases and things on the way, Pizza Tower is out now.
Yeah, I saw that game. I've never heard of it until now, and now it's my favorite.
Really?
Game.
Yeah. It's a Wario Land like sort of.
With a lot of schmovement, man. I've seen it.
Yep. I always love when like there's a game getting revived from multiple directions. So like Pizza Tower is now out. Then also there's Anton Ball, I think. I think that's the name. Which is also like a Wario Land like. It always seems like they kind of come in groups. We had the time when like Banjo-Kazooie like games were like suddenly bursting out of the woodwork. Let's see.
I would kill for that in time too. I would kill for it.
Would you kill Winston for it?
Yeah.
With Reaper?
Yeah.
I guess Sonic was like that. There's a big burst of like everyone trying to, do Sonic 2D again and figure that out. But then again, I think Sonic has had a tighter recursive circle on that. Like people have always been trying to invent and reinvent Sonic. Let's see. Yeah.
Metroidvanias never went out of style.
Yeah. That's a fair point.
Yes, they are named after Metroid and Vanias, but
I think they've so well blended that genre, and like it's already being defined by like two different IPs, right? So I think it's harder to say like, oh yeah, they're just ripping off of this one game. Some are closer than others, like
Hollow Knight's very Castlevania, in my opinion.
yeah.
No, it's more Metroid.
Well, you have a melee attack though, right? Like
Right.
that's your basis. Something like always forget the name of it. Why do I always forget the name of it?
Freedom Planet.
No, Freedom Planet's is not a game. There's one that's very clearly Metroid inspired.
Metroid. Extinction.
I'm so upset. I'm gonna look it up. It's a game that I need to play still. Axiom Verge. Yes, exactly. See, you know. Yep, Axiom Verge. That one is way more to the Metroid side of things than Castlevania. Yeah, I still need to play it. I own it on the Epic Store, and I just need to just get it done sometime. But then again, I also have to finish Toho Luna Nights. And on that note, Toho Luna Nights is probably I was closer to Castlevania, like Igavania style.
Hello, Johnson Samuel. How are you? Welcome.
Yo!
We're talking about Metroidvanias. Are you a fan of them?
You gotta tell us.
You gotta tell us.
Really? Axiom Verge is 3 to 4 hours? Wow. I always kind of figured it was longer than that. No, I guess that changes things a little bit. Just so you know, Johnson
bye,
Samuel,
Sonic.
we're...
Love Sonic. Fair.
Well, good thing Sonic's what we're playing, so...
Yes.
We are nearing the end of Sonic Frontiers
What
here.
is happening? Okay. It just
Whoa, yeah,
oh,
camera's way up here.
I hit a dash pad in the cutscene. This
So,
game's really good.
yeah, we're nearing the end. This is the last island of the game, so I'm not sure if you know, you've already played the game yourself or been watching along other people's playthroughs of it, but oh no, don't worry, we're not going anywhere, but
It's all good. If you want to
yeah,
catch
we're gonna
up,
be streaming for a while.
yeah, we're pretty slow.
But just so you know, like
Oh, it's Master Ninja. Let's see if I
we're
can.
far in the game, yeah. So if you don't want to be spoiled, then you might want to head out. Luckily, we're not doing anything plot sensitive right now. Grant is trying to fill out the map and just kind of do objectives. But yep, we're in the late game.
Oh,
Whoa!
Which is to say he's doing the Shadow Clone Jutsu. It's not really Oh.
Oh, Grant, you should have held the parry button
I
forever.
should have held the parry button. Alright, yeah, no problem. Brantley and I are big Sonic fans. We've played a good
Across us, yeah, a lot of them.
a good chunk of them. Some we like better than others. I'm a big Sonic Adventure 2 guy. I speedrun. I don't want to say speedrun. I don't do any of the wild tricks, but I play the game quickly. I had a Genesis. It was actually a big thing in my household because my sister got a Genesis and I got a PlayStation 1, which are not from the same generation of consoles, but the early 2000s were a wild time to buy consoles.
Yeah. I had we were like a Game Boy family, and then like the first console we owned was a GameCube. So like even though I grew up like I was born in '94, so like in the era where like friends I knew had like Super Nintendos and stuff. But the first console we ever owned was GameCube, so kind of skipped a lot of that stuff. Yeah, cool. I had to play like classic Sonic in retrospect. I had the Sonic Mega Collection, eventually got that on GameCube, and so that's how I really got introduced to that. But before that, I think Sonic Adventure probably would have been my first like introduction to Sonic. And I think I had rented it. I played it at like a kiosk first. But oh yeah, that whole generation of consoles, I think it was 6th generation, advertising was just like, wow, you just do whatever the hell you want.
I think the wild thing about that time was that at that point, video games have proven that they weren't a fad, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like 80. All right, we have some older folks in our chat a lot of time.
Absolutely.
You'll find someone you have something in common with. I hate this boss fight. This one's garbage. My first Sonic game was Sonic CD. I was like 4. And my dad bought it for the computer, which I didn't know was a thing.
Huh.
And then I remember getting stuck on one part and I hated not being able to play video games when I was a child.
Yeah, I would I never wanted to like die in games, or at least certain ones. Like it was okay if it happened to me in Mario, but I hated when Yoshi died. I felt so bad, so I would just like pause and quit the level instead. We've seen one new episode of Sonic Prime, and I do like it. Wait, no, we've seen
We've seen 2.
We've seen 2, yes. I want to watch more of it, but we haven't had time yet. And we tend to watch things like Sonic Prime in pairs, so. But I do like it. It's interesting to see the writing team went for like some classic lore to adapt, and then also sort of updated. Oh, Beaver, I'm glad you got to watch more of it. Yeah, I know that like on your angle, you've got kids, right? That you'll watch along with. So yeah, I want to finish that out. Yeah, fun's a good way to put it, right? Like it has some of like the darker subject matter that something like Frontiers does, but it handles it in a more like aloof and like kind of snarky way. I think that it still feels like it fits very well without ever feeling like it's condescendingly kiddish.
Yeah, it's a really good balancing act they're pulling off.
Compared to like the Pontac and Graph days of Sonic writing, where like Sonic Colors and Sonic Lost World writing was kind of just kind of was like it was very childish, but I kind of wonder if it was even maybe too childish for children. I don't know any children to ask, but not quite that. Well, okay, I don't. Not quite so back to the Sonic Bible stuff, but there was some like looking through manuals.
What?
Where...
Sorry, this level's nonsense. I have to go back and get all the renderings.
Yeah, I know that there's some original story of it might have been Sonic 2's manual or something like that got adapted where
there's an origin story of Tails being picked on for having two tails, and then Sonic went and defended him, and so then Tails went along with them. And so they actually include that, like, beat for beat in Sonic Prime, which is kind of interesting. And yeah, that was developed and made more prominent in Sonic Adventure. They have, like, a subtle flashback to that, and, or at least, like, you see, like, Sonic running through a forest and then Tails follows after him, so, but yeah, it is interesting to see in Sonic Prime what they're sort of borrowing from existing material and what they just kind of reinvent.
It reminds me a lot of the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon from the 90s.
Yeah.
Not Sonic Underground, but...
Yeah, I know what you mean. Just Sonic the Hedgehog.
The one with Sally Acorn.
Yeah, and the Freedom Fighter.
Yeah, it's like that, you know, that like, hey, we're gonna show Eggman what's up with our attitudes, but it's fun. I liked it.
Yeah.
I know Brantley's a big fan of the IDW comics.
And every time I recommend that Grant reads them, it puts off his internal clock to do so by about 100 views. So it's a visual medium that requires me to focus hard on it 100% without talking to anybody, and that's a lot to ask for me. Yep. No pressure. But yeah, the IDW comics I really latched onto.
Oh, damn it, I missed it. Rough.
Is that the first time we're seeing the cannons from Sonic Heroes in these levels?
It is, but there's also a skateboard in this level. It is interesting because like they do things that are like only like used once, and I think that's fun. It reminds me a lot of like, I know this is a weird pull, but like It Takes Two, where it's like, yeah, we'll do this one-off thing. Yeah, like the whale, or like
that. Oh my god, that like half circle ramp you took is almost exactly out of Metal Harbor.
Yeah, this game
before
has,
you do the
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
End, yeah.
This game has a lot of like, hey, quick look at this DNA, enjoy it. Now back to the action. We're not going to stop.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the falling platforms here, very rail style. I think at some point I would love to just hear from the designers, like just an review of like what approach they took in this. I just want to like pick their brains on it.
Because that is absolutely the canon. And then right here you have a skateboard for some reason, which is very much downhill Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, other things that we play quite a bit. Grant's more like into like multiplayer long-term games. I tend to play a lot of indies and visual novels these days. And on stream it varies, but I'll let Grant speak on this for a bit.
Yeah, like I play a lot of Guilty Gear and fighting games.
Yes, Scott, that's the canon.
It is the canon. And then I'll play some Overwatch 2 with some friends. And occasionally, like right now, I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn because I never got around to do that, which I'm actually having a lot of fun with. But I play a lot of games when I can. If it gets good enough reviews, I'll give it a shot. Right now, my big games that I'm looking forward to are Baldur's Gate 3, because I love me some D&D, and Starfield, because I am a sucker for long-term RPG immersive things, but hot diggity dog do those not come along too often.
Yeah, and then Outer Worlds, because that's in that vein. But I know that was kind of like
I liked Outer Worlds.
Yeah,
it's just very clearly a double A studio game, where it's like, wow, it's very deep, but there's not a lot of rooms. Like, it has a lot of that Fallout New Vegas energy, and that I liked a lot.
Yeah. When we're done with Sonic Frontiers, we'll have to sort of look into what we want to stream next. One of which is Hero Hours Contract, which is a strategy game centered around like magical girls fighting the gig economy. We've already played the demo of it. We played the first game, and just as an indie strategy game, it was incredibly fun for us to do, like to put our heads together on it. We had some great times with it, and so I'm really looking forward to actually playing through the sequel fully. And the developer's great too. We've talked to them before, and that was just like a wonderful, wild time. Then looking past that, I know Grant's been itching to play Choo Choo Charles ever since that got announced. And Scott here in chat has played it and can attest to its quality, so that also kind of elevates it. Yeah, maybe we might end up just like jumping to it and streaming it as a one-off before we transition on over to Hero Hours Contract 2, which would definitely be a longer stream series.
Yeah, because it's like a visual novel strategy game. You have like relationship stuff you build, and it seems like a good time.
Yeah. Let's see. I've also been playing Super Lesbian Animal RPG, which is a whole lot of fun. I'm not very far in it, but it's already great. RPG Maker game, but with a lot of cute touches and like a strong art style, great music. So
and it's by
it really
Schroeder.
packs that set.
A Sonic fan, Bobby Schroeder. I know she's done more than that, but she's great.
That's what she's especially famous for, yeah. So if you've ever hazarded by the blog Thanks Ken Penders, which talks a lot about the Archie Sonic comics, and particularly the wild shenanigans that happened with the Knuckles-centric comics from Archie, then she's the one who went on to make Super Lesbian Animal RPG, so...
You should throw in that link to the article. That is just
yeah.
Just because I know we're much less popular than Bobby Schroeder, but it is a wild article to read, and
it's always good for a reread too, So I'm gonna post it right here. Article title is I read every Sonic comic by Ken Penders and they're wilder than you could ever imagine, and that is not an understatement.
Yeah, it's pretty much like it sounds like a clickbait YouTube article, but the more you read it, you're like, oh, really? It's great. It's incredible.
Yep.
It's a well put together read. It's cohesive and clear and funny and it's long, you know,
Very
but
long,
it's very satisfying ultimately, right? Like,
I think when we read it was during quarantine, and we just stayed up all night reading it with like a few other folks. I will say that it is weirdly a pretty common topic for people to bring up at the museum. I'll sometimes people will be like, hey, like new people will be like, this is Grant. Grant knows everything about Sonic. And I'm like, that's not true. But if you want to hear some wild shit, I know a lot about it.
yeah.
I feel like I'm purposely not supposed to go to this island until I finish Sage here. Brantley, what is your favorite Sonic game?
Oh, that's a rough one.
Yeah, this game's really easy to 100%. Like, there's not a lot of collectibles that you need to get. It's just mostly, like, do the missions on the map. Also, you can kind of jank out some of the physics, so you can do things like that, which I guarantee you're not supposed to do, as evident by the fact that there is nothing for me up here.
If this was Super Mario Odyssey, you'd find some invisible coins.
I would.
Yeah, so we're definitely Grant's doing the 100% on this. Also, Grant has to do the 100% because we pledged to do that on plenty of games before, like Balan Wonder World.
And we'll get to it.
We'll get to it. But we can do this one here and now, so we gotta.
Yeah, the last island is about Sage, Scott. She has convinced Dr. Eggman to come and assist us, and so Sage has collected the remaining Chaos Emeralds, while I have to get the other ones, and we're going to save the world.
Yep.
Because she realized that the only situation in which Dr. Eggman survives through her little simulations is if he worked with Sonic. It's really stupid, actually, because she just has Amy's medals. How am I coming up here?
Yeah, they just repurposed the heart medals again, but
I wanted to talk.
a little sad.
Yeah, they're just the hearts, and I really wish they were something else.
But she does have a snazzy new outfit, like a palette swap, basically.
Not right now.
That she glitches into every now and then.
Yeah, it's like
so,
blue.
Yeah.
I really wish that these would tell me how much I need. Hold on.
See ya.
You're right, Scott. They are the girl medals. The hearts are the girl medals.
Hashtag feminism. When it comes to favorite Sonic game, I think I have to break it into pieces.
Okay.
Like, overall, I have a soft spot in my heart for Sonic Adventure. Like, just the movement in the game feels, like, fairly responsive to me, and it's fast, and you have some more open-ended-ish levels that allow me to sort of, you know, move and feel free with that, whereas I feel like Sonic Adventure 2, although there's a lot of improvements there, I feel like as they tighten things down, it feels more like I'm on racetracks, and that's not always my favorite part of Sonic. Sonic Lost World, however, it has some more of that linearity, but like... What's your favorite Sonic game? Yours is so sick. You know what? I had to take a moment there and ask myself if there's anything in Sonic 06 that would contribute to me saying it was my favorite, but I don't think so.
It was definitely one of the most fun ones to play.
It was an experience, for sure. There is something weirdly addictive to trying to control that game. Oh!
Spear!
That's a complex enemy.
Go!
Sonic Lost World has some elements that I really like. Yeah, jankness sometimes contributes. But like
music's popping.
Yeah. Damn. Are there ring sounds in the song?
No,
It's
draining my rings.
Oh. Okay. Interesting. But the parkour in Lost World, I think, was a really strong idea. Like being able to run up walls with Sonic, it feels like that's something you never should have gotten rid of. It still needs polish, but it's just an excellent idea. Also, they gave you back the spin dash instead of using the boost mechanic, and I'm favorable towards that.
I wish the spin dash was. God, this song rules.
I also Sonic Lost World, instead of having you build up momentum, basically gives you a walk speed and a run speed, and then you have your spin dash. So it almost in some ways plays more like Mario, where you have like 2 constant speed. And in some ways I actually like that better. Like there's nothing quite like the feeling of like, you know, building up some momentum and flying through a level and but I also enjoyed being able to just like kind of pick my speed exactly how I wanted it. So Sonic Lost World is another one of those like imperfect favorites. Those things I definitely like out of it. I'm also partial to Sonic Advance 3 because I had it on Game Boy Advance, and it was like kind of the first Sonic game I really like. That, you know what? I'm not sure if it was that or Mega Collection. It might have been Mega Collection first, but Sonic Advance 3 introduced like or maybe it was Sonic Advance 2, I don't know. But the Sonic Advance games allowed you to do mid-air tricks that ended up in this game as well. And not just that, like, oh, you can do tricks to earn points during cutscenes, but like that it actually affects your movement. That was interesting. Also, in Sonic Advance 3, you could team up your characters in whatever combo you wanted. They had 5 playable characters. They had Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and Cream. And you could make a team out of any character in the front position, any character in the back position. And your characters would actually change a little bit based on that. So, for example, if you had a team of, like, Sonic and Amy, then Sonic would actually get a hammer to use. So just, like, very, very cool.
And they get fun little names like in Mario Party 7.
Yes, they all have like names for each team combo. How are you enjoying City Escape, Grant?
This is not nearly as tight as City Escape, gotta be honest.
Yeah.
Also, like, what does it want me to do? Because I can't attack. I don't have like any movement. I can do that. But maybe I'm supposed to. Yep. This is Tony Hawk's downhill jam. Oh my god, I'm so slow. I would be faster if I was running.
Yeah.
But it won't be as fun if I'm.
See, I'm trying to think of any other Sonic games that I like would consider favorite. I don't want to diminish. Sonic Adventure 2 is also good. Sonic Heroes is frustrating, but its opener levels are really fun. And I love the music, basically all the way through. Shadow the Hedgehog also gets a little soft spot in my heart. Once again, the gameplay is kind of very rough. But it has some awesome music in it, and like there's something about how they characterize Shadow in that game that just I find so fun to indulge in.
Clear with 120 rings. Asinine.
How many did you have there?
70. I guess there's not a lot of places to use them, so it's just like.
Sonic Colors is also good. For some reason, it doesn't like. It's like I can just easily recommend it because it's just a solid game. but in some ways it's like less bad, less good. It's like safer, right?
Right.
Same with Sonic Generations. It's like it's an excellent game, um, but for some reason it doesn't stick out to me in like a personal way.
I would buy a Sonic themed skateboard if it was good quality.
Yeah. Sonic shoe colored. So then you have to go and find yourself some soap to go with it.
I don't think soaps. I don't really have a lot of places where I could. I guess there is the skateboard. You know, I'm a cruiser, not a trickster. I would break my. Too young. That's a young man's game. I could probably learn how to kickflip. That's a really bold statement I just made, but I'm pretty confident in my ability to do stupid shit and then stop practicing. But I could probably learn. But I don't have an actual skateboard. My kickflipping the longboard, impossible. It's too big.
Yep.
It's too big, Scott.
No, you just learned.
It's so big.
It's amazing that you still got an S on that,
I know.
even with slowing down trying to collect rings.
Then I would have no problem on a skateboard. But here's the thing: I don't want to break my longboard. I already broke it once, and it was a pain in the ass to get fixed.
I forgot. Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood.
A really good game.
Really, really good.
I think that all Sonic games should give him a sword.
That's Sonic and the Black Knight.
Oh wait, is Dark Brotherhood the one by BioWare?
Yes. The Nintendo DS RPG.
Okay. I know we've talked about that before. I didn't mean to get on this rail.
I feel like that could apply like to about like somewhere between 1 to 5% of your experience in this game. I didn't mean to get on that rail, or I didn't mean to get on this like 2D segment. You know, last time we were playing, we were doing a bunch of favorites, like the listicle losers that we are. Lastly, we left off. We were talking about Mario Sunshine, I think.
We were. We talked about what our favorite Mario Sunshine levels were.
Yeah, I never went all the way through Galaxy 2, but
I never played
I think
Galaxy 2.
yeah, it's good. But it's just, you know, it's more Mario Galaxy. And in some ways, I might just say like, yeah, it's better Mario Galaxy. But Mario Galaxy got there first and told me to beat it twice, once with Mario and once with Luigi. And so after 100%ing it twice, I didn't really have the full desire to stick with it. Yeah, did you have any favorite galaxies?
Dude, here's the thing. Mario Galaxy, gotta be real, is a really good game. Very unmemorable worlds.
Yeah, I think the way they're segmented down makes it a little difficult to like.
Like, I remember the
them.
penguin swimming one and the bee one, and that's it.
Mhm.
That's it.
Yeah, they definitely they play more like Mario courses. I remember when Mario Odyssey was in the works, Nintendo. Oh yeah, the Fire and Ice level was neat. Shivered Spurn Galaxy or something like that. Yeah. But I remember when they were working on Odyssey, they put out a diagram showing like, or an infographic showing like, which Mario games were course clear games and which Mario games were sandbox games. And so Mario Galaxy ended up getting sorted into course clear, which I think, you know, that makes sense why the galaxies aren't strictly memorable. In the same sense, it's like, oh, what's your favorite Mario level? Oh, fucking Donut Plains
I'm interested
2.
in this.
Yes. Yeah, the music of Mario Galaxy is an absolute banger.
Yeah.
I believe you can proceed
especially Mario
once you
Galaxy
find a
2.
way to activate the starting device and power the statue.
All right, Sage.
Sure would have been smoother sailing if we'd been working together from the start, but... Well, I guess I had to earn your trust first, huh?
She turns blue.
Bloop.
Do you know how to activate the starting device?
I've figured out everything else up until now, haven't I? Don't sweat it.
I am a computer program. I am incapable of sweating. Ah! I broke the Digilock for my Digimon.
What's this gonna be? A sheer level?
Oh,
Yep.
it's Ikaruka.
Oh, it's near Automata. Automata.
You know, I really want to play Ikaruga sometime. I probably
Yeah.
can.
It's a short game.
I just know it's
Arcade
hard as
shooting.
shit.
Yeah. But I mean, you have like infinite continues, I think. So. Your RT is full.
It is wild that they're just like, we're gonna play it. We're going to play Ikaruga in this game.
Ooh, that was tight.
Oh, Jesus.
Your RT is ready. You did it. You beat the imperishable knight.
Yeah, Scott's
Yeah.
like, hey, you're right. Like, you are going to play a game of lasers. Why don't you have a laser already? Ugh. Oh, it's the crystal. It's going to make a bridge of crystal. Ugh.
The way is clear. We must acquire the Chaos Emeralds with expediency.
Thanks, Sage.
You got it, Sage. We've run into each other so many times, but I only recently learned your name. You could have told me sooner, you know.
We were enemies. Furthermore, my name holds no meaning.
Well, sure it does. Eggman named you that for a reason. That means you're important to him.
You think he cares about me?
Well, sure. In his own way. Hey, time's a-wasting. Let's wrap this up.
Actually, I learned about your name really early because a giant cat that likes to go fishing allowed me to hack into your father's digital data diary. This might be one of the worst ones. It's so long, it's so useless. We did it. We unlocked the entire island. Oh, damn it.
Not quite.
Not quite. Oh, there's another level? Holy shit. This island is so much smaller, but so much more denser. I kinda wish that was how it was. That was more of the case.
Scott said, Yeah, you are super important to Eggman. That's why this is gonna be your only appearance.
I don't know. I feel like Sage is popular enough to appear in other games. Unless she dies. That'd be really sad.
We shall see.
Oh, I don't like that. You know.
No, I don't. I was saying we shall see before you said the whole issue, unless she dies.
I didn't want to buy um I didn't want to buy autocon, but it made me. It made,
Did you get an achievement?
I did get an achievement. It said, "Good job, you bought all the skills." And then it gave me a quote. It said, "Get yourself something nice." That's interesting, seeing the side leap animation from the side.
The city levels in this last segment. What is up with this, like, LimeWire ass music?
The vibe. Haven't you ever heard of a vibe?
No, tell me about it.
This dude's vibes are super.
I feel like this is the kind of music you would hear off of someone's demo disc that, like, one person gave them when they uploaded it to the internet as a form of, like, media preservation. That, or this would be like a demo piece of music that's buried in Windows or something.
Damn it.
Ooh.
The depth perception's super weird here.
Yeah, you don't have an exact drop shadow to rely on, so...
Damn!
Yes.
150 rings. Hot damn. Alright, we got this.
I'm glad they don't make you collect all the red rings on one run.
Yeah, it's nice. But I can't say I don't feel a little bad for not doing it.
Yeah, the S rank Scott in this game are weirdly lenient after that 1-2 level we played really early on. Apparently that second level of the game is just notoriously difficult to get an S rank on, and almost everything else is a cakewalk. Yeah, even with all the hits and all the meandering, just very, very lenient scoring on this level.
I've seen that same thought from a lot of people who've played the game. Kind of unanimous.
I'm excited to finish this game so I can see the speed run.
Hey, so I know it's bad form to just like talk about other Let's Players while we're doing a Let's Play. But I was watching ProZD do Mario Party with some friends, and they were down on their. Basically, they had they had 3 people playing, and Mario was an NPC. And Mario lucked out. It was Mario Party 3. He lucked out on the Shy Guy minigame, and just out of nowhere got 300 coins because he doubled down and won it. And so, basically they were down to the last turn. Mario was gonna win it with a coin star, seemingly, if they didn't do something about it. And the only chance that was left was if Sungwon rolled a die to get to his own Shy Guy gambling space and then win it all right there. He used the slow shroom to get onto that space, got to the gambling minigame, and lucked it out. He did the stair minigame, and beat Shy Guy. So Shy Guy went over the edge. He rolled a 6, and so the only way he'd be able to double or nothing it is to get a 1, and he got it. And the coin counter would have awarded him like 1,000 some coins, and so it maxed out at 999 instead, and he won.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, those are those legendary Mario Party moments you just live for. Don't psych yourself out here.
Fucked up.
Dick.
Dick.
Got it. Also, he's playing Pikmin right now.
Yeah.
It is wild to see people who have never played Pikmin and don't have any like cultural consciousness of Pikmin to try to play Pikmin.
Yeah. It's rough, man. It's not an easy game.
Trial by fire.
It's not an easy game for babies like Doom or Doom Eternal. Actually, I have no problem with this. Just being a shithead.
Zoom.
Let me get this.
What I will say is it's very funny to watch someone who hasn't seen Pikmin react to like the different enemies and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like a bunch of sheer grubs come out from the ground. He just starts freaking out. He's like, "What are these?
Well,
no, get him!" You know,
it's funny because you don't know the threat, right? Like you're not entirely like sheer grubs for whatever reason could just murder your entire horde of Pikmin if you don't take care of them, right?
Never trusting a tower again, no matter how cool it looks.
What? I was just up there. No, I gotta wait for night. Oh, it's so bad.
But yeah, same deal. You like seeing a bread bug for the first time. Just, what the fuck is that? You know, just, what is that?
It's made out of bread.
Yeah.
Oh, which is great for the water wraith, right? Like the water wraith, it might. Fuck. The water wraith might be one of my favorite video game enemies Just in terms of like sheer. I mean, that's actually not wrong, Scott. And the last time we played, there was a tower that whispered weird things to Sonic.
Grant, you're too fast, man.
I am very fast. It was like, free me. I'm the tower. Boop. Oh my god, there's another level. I gotta go fight whatever this is. Oh, it's another ghost. Let's hear its sick-ass music. That's not the starting one. Oh, don't do that. Let me see. Oh, can you only fight ghosts at night?
Oh, maybe. Oh my god, I just remember we have so much of Sonic X to get through, too.
Sonic. Chris.
He's on the road.
Oh. Have you ever seen that?
No.
There's just the part, it's at the end of Sonic X when Sonic is leaving. And Chris is like, Sonic, don't go, you're my only friend. All my friends think I suck. And you gave me confidence. And then Sonic goes, Chris. Let's see if I can find it. It's very funny.
It's fine. I can imagine it in my head.
It's very good. And also, I'm just waiting for dark. Master Ninja. More like suck.
They've done a masturbation joke.
That's what
It's probably...
Alright, time to go down playing forever.
Okay. I have good news on the Tumblr report. Oh, hold on, I have to put that on pause. Scott said Sonic spin-off where the only characters are the humans. Scary. Ooh, what that looks like. I'm trying to think if there is something like that. That would be very funny if Sonic was... Well, the first movie, Sonic's the only, like, cartoon person there. And then Tails comes in the next one.
I think what Scott is trying to say, a movie in which Sonic's not even in it.
Oh, so it's like a spin-off where it's only talking about the human characters, like... It's like, oh, this is just about, like, Elise and the people of Soliana, or, like... Some
I
fuckers
think
in Station Square.
Red Pillar. I think what Scott is also trying to say is that for some reason they're all together talking about Sonic. Like,
let's see it, Sonic Team.
It's what we want.
Yeah. So Grant, you know about Tumblr Blaze, right?
Yeah.
This is something I've explained to you before, where people can pay money to make everyone see their posts.
Yeah, it's really good, and people don't make fun of you for doing it.
Yeah. Someone made a fake Dave and Buster's account, and sponsored the post. It says, It's just like a sad-looking photo of like the Dave and Buster's like concrete floor with a little mark on it, and it just says, "Come see our bare paw shaped stain by the restaurant entrance for only $300 a minute."
And they blazed it,
Yeah.
as they should.
Fuck that tower up.
It was a pillar, and it was a red pillar, so.
Yeah. Okay, I got in the newspaper.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was it because you were talking about unionizations?
Not about unionization, but about how how grad workers are not paid enough to get by.
That's good.
Yeah.
Did anyone contact you about how brave you were?
No, not
Well,
yet.
I am going to
'Cause-
tell you how brave you are.
Thanks.
Good job.
Thanks. See, it's got his Sonic's Ultimate Sapien. Instead of him transforming into like a werehog or some kind of, you know, super form, he just turns into a human being.
With bills and taxes to pay.
Yeah. Oh.
Alright.
This is groovy music.
Oh, I fucked up.
Oh, you know what? Those dropping platform segments, they have those in Sonic Lost World. They
Yeah.
have slices of the land that would drop down.
Ugh. That must be on the right. Yeah, this is a interesting level. There are a lot of jump and don't hit the fuck 180 rings. Ah, damn it. I thought I
Back
would.
in you go.
I know, I thought I'd make it on the first try.
Oh.
What are you saying, no to?
I'm gonna continue committing sins. Wayne Radio TV is planning the end of Gnome, Saturday, February 4th, 6 p.m.
As in the last gnome video.
Yeah. Well, I guess the Gnome stream, then it'll have to become a video after that, right? So.
Right. I believe that's an S. Hopefully it's dark when we leave cyberspace. But Saturdays, that's Dungeons and Dungeons and Dungeons and Dungeons, I believe. Oh, maybe. Yes, it will be. Alright, let's leave. It's dark, so we should be able to 100% this island one last time. And then... then we will have 100%ed all the islands.
Yes.
Just gotta find
Grant, I want you to know earlier that when I searched up Sonic Frontiers to see if it was Sonic Frontier or Sonic Frontiers,
the... Yeah.
one of the articles title is Sonic Frontiers clip shows hilarious way to reach Giganto boss early. So you have a lot of fun things to look forward to.
I know, I'm really excited. Might be one of those games that, like, I go back to try and speedrun the nonsense. Ah, we did it! We explored the island, and we 100%ed every island. And I believe that means we've also got an S rank on every level.
Hey, did you know you can get Sonic Adventure 2 Sonic's soaps in this game?
Wait, you can?
Free DLC.
Oh.
You have to... Last call. 1 week remains to get the Sonic Adventure 2 shoes and Sonic Frontiers.
Wait, do I have to get it from, like, Steam or something?
Let me take a look. Yeah, I think you have to sign up for the Sonic the Hedgehog newsletter.
Oh. Alright, so now that we have all that...
Here, I'm going to send a tweet to you so you can investigate this.
Clear all formations. Oh, I don't have this one. We'll fast travel, we'll finish that up, we'll get that, and we'll get all S ranks.
Cool, cool.
And then we'll be done. We'll be done with the game. We'll never have to play again. Just
Unlike Balan Wonderworld. Do you think if we 100% Balan Wonderworld, they'll let Yuji Naka go?
I don't know if I would do
They're
that.
like, damn, some people out there care about you.
I don't know if I care about Yuji Naka. I think
I don't either.
I think I care more about the fact that he is in prison, because I think that's funny.
Here he goes.
Very white and
Green.
jungle.
Yeah.
Green forest,
Green
white
forest.
jungle. Or is it green jungle, white forest?
Green jungle, white forest.
Whoa! Oh, I didn't even notice those were spikes.
Yeah. They're very obscured.
I knew that. I knew that was coming. How many stupid rings do I need to have by the end of this? Probably like 1 million. You're like, get 1 million rings. Stupid. Fuck. You can't jump off.
You just have to wait.
So, tip. So fucking.
Fucking. Grant, well, how do you feel about the inner core of the Earth stopping its rotation / turning the other way around?
What'd you say?
How do you feel about the inner core of the Earth stopping its rotation and or starting to rotate the other way?
That happens every like 40, 50 years, so we're good.
Okay. But does that align with some kind of terrible cosmic event?
No.
But it
I mean, sure.
could make a thing out of it?
I'm sure someone will, but like the core turning doesn't shift much. Like, it makes certain days longer because of like gravity and shit. But like nothing like it's not like a catastrophic like event, right? It's not like, oh, the core is turning wrong. Find all. I didn't find the last one. Damn it.
Oh no!
There. That's the way you speedrun it. So this is. Oh, there it is. That was a really slow moving rocket. I know.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. That's it. That's all S ranks on every island as far as I know. I'm gonna go double check. We only got 2 more minutes before we gotta end this stream. 2 more minutes, Brantley. Oh, our John Samuel followed. I didn't get the ping. Thank you, Johnson Samuel. I didn't get the ping. The ping did not come through. I apologize.
Dang it.
All right, so if we go
This
to...
is what I get for watching. See, if I didn't ask for a side stream later or earlier, I wouldn't have noticed. I would have been able to catch it.
But I didn't even get the do. No, we
Yeah,
normally get
I
it.
didn't either.
It didn't happen.
Well, I guess I wouldn't hear because I don't have
Right,
the stream.
that's rank.
audio. Well, thanks for the
S
follow.
rank. Yeah, thank for the
He's
follow.
not here anymore.
S
But...
rank. S rank. S rank. S rank.
S rank.
God, I'm kind of upset that, as far as I know, there's an Amy fucking side story we didn't do. Let's go fucking sequence break this bullshit.
Fuck yeah.
She'll be
Let's
like,
go talk to Amy.
she'll be like, oh no, right, we had this happen before. Or it says she's here, but she's not. Oh, unless she's up there. She is. Ha 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 ha. Hello, Amy.
I'm interested in this.
I bet this is
the
gonna...
last one of those to do, right? Well, no, we have Sage ones.
We have a lot of Sage ones, yeah.
Oh, wow. I don't think we've seen any ruins quite like this on our adventures.
We absolutely have.
Yeah, they're ancient, but also look kind of advanced. Wait, is retro sci-fi a thing?
It is.
How were the tower and the floating giant stone built?
Tails is the genius among us. Let's find him and see
Among
if
us.
he can figure things
Ah.
out.
Right. I'm sure he'll hang on until I find him.
We already found him. Funny. Funny. Oh, Kronos Island expert. I got an achievement for that.
Excellent.
So now we gotta go to Ares Island to see. I bet the expert includes all 4 ranked missions. Let's see what we have here. Too bad Zed's not here because Knuckles is here. Alright. S rank. S rank. S rank. S rank. S rank.
Who would be the best at Among Us in the Sonic crew?
SBO.
Do you think SBO would be a good liar?
I feel like yes. Alright, it looks
Yes,
like
BO.
Yes, BO. He would be like, I'm a ninja. People would be like, oh, I can't argue with that. And then
Do you think he wouldn't participate in discussions at all? He just make grunting noises.
and they would
Just, like,
they would have
poker
voted
face
him
it.
out like one time, and then it wasn't true.
And then that would have been bad, yeah, so they never ever touch him again.
Yeah. First things first. S rank. S rank. S rank. S rank. S rank. S rank. Fishing. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do this one. Alright. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. I gotta do it. It'll take like 10 more minutes, tops. 10 more minutes. I feel like Big the Cat would be good at it, just because he's like, ooh, cool guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think he would be, well, I think he would, like, bumble along and accidentally be really good as imposter, but, like, he would take forever on task.
Yeah.
There'd just be, like, 5 people surrounding him, like, big, do tasks, big, do tasks. Just slowly getting him done.
Wow, I think that was the wrong way to take. What? That's so mean. God, it's so mean. Fuck. It's so mean. No! Yay, I made it.
Work.
I did so bad. Holy cow, I got nothing. Nothing from that one. Nothing. Nope, that's not the way to go. That's not the first red ring. First red ring is over here. The rings. Let's go. There we go. Almost got Crush Death. I don't know if Crush Death is in this game, but I almost.
Yeah, I feel like it's not, but I was curious as well.
I ever tell you the story about the time my sister first played Sonic the Hedgehog?
I don't think so. Good.
So on our Sega Genesis that we shared, there was we had two games. We had a fighters style like Power Rangers game, which was the game that I got, and then she got Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
And in that experience, she pointed to the cartridge of Sonic the Hedgehog, and I do not know why I remember this because I had to be like 4 or 5 at the time. And she pointed to the cartridge, and in it you could see the rings in the background. And she just said, "I get to collect rings in the Sonic game," and I was like, "Okay." I want to play it. That's a selling point for me.
That's like when old games would have on the back of the box like collect lots of coins. It's like that's arbitrary, but yeah, I guess kids will find that.
Yeah, well,
marketable.
it worked apparently because
Yeah.
that's how I remember, like very extreme.
Yeah.
Like, yes. Also, that Power Rangers game, I remember I learned how to do a fireball, and I was undefeated. I wonder if my Genesis is somewhere. It's gotta be. I have a Dreamcast with no cords,
Oh.
or controllers, or games, but... I don't know why I got it. I wanted it for something. I think I just wanted it to have it.
Yeah. Did you like have it and no games on it, or?
No, I got it in high school from our English teacher. He's
Gotcha.
like, he goes, I have a Dreamcast. I'm like, cool, can I have it? And he goes, yeah, sure. I don't have the cords or controllers or games for it. Fucking hell. All right. I don't need coins this time. I don't need friends. I just need to finish fast. ignoring all these potential friends to go fast. Told ya, no friends, no quills, just completely speedy.
Yep. Yeah, did it.
I did it. All right, let's see. Hallway Weed needs a friend. Hallway Weed's been put away, Scott. I don't know if you know about Hallway Weed, but when Scott came to visit my new place for the first time, he comes in and he just sees, like, I have my Wii just, like, in the hallway. No cords. There's no TV nearby. Well, there's a Sage story, which is going to be really weird because we're friends now.
Go do it.
I'll get Chronos Mastery. And then
I'm interested in this.
We're coming up on the last Titan. Care to bet who'll be the winner this
I
time?
already beat him.
Recalculating. Your odds of victory have improved from impossible to highly improbable.
Those are just the kind of odds I like to beat. So these were built by the Ancients too, right? They're pretty powerful enemies. Did they manage to defeat the Ancients' enemies?
I can only hope their next victim is you.
Alright, Sage. Oh my god, there's another one somewhere. Oh, Tails. I know we should probably just call it, but we're so close, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think the fact that they just allow you to do jank shit like that is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in this.
This cannon!
What I wouldn't give to study this ancient technology properly. It doesn't look like this was a projectile weapon.
So no ancient cannonballs then, huh? Wait, are you saying this is a beam weapon? Like on the egg carrier?
Exactly. From what I can tell, it has its own battery, independent of an outside power source. Moreover, its capacity is ludicrous. It could
Luda.
level a mountain. It's almost up there with the Eclipse cannon. But that was plugged into the Ark's
Just
reactor.
dropping as many
This is
lasers as they
freestanding.
remember.
The Ancients' designs are amazing.
Yeah, that's cool and all, but I mean, they built these things to shoot at something. Wow, what kind of enemy takes that much firepower to stop?
You, Sonic.
Yeah, Chaos Island expert. Woo, we did it. Yay.
All right.
Now we just need to beat what is it? What's the island? Fuck. Coronas. Yeah, that's right. That's it. All right. Thank y'all for joining us. If you like what you listen to, you can check us out on YouTube, where you can catch up on our Sonic the Hedgehog playthroughs and our anime reviews. We just finished talking about Tokyo Mew Mew New. And spoiler alert, it's not very good.
I'm hoping to get the review edited very soon, so that way we'll be able to upload that.
Follow us on Twitch and or Twitter, and if you want to listen to us talk more about shit, follow us on YouTube. Or you don't need to do any of that, because we are not your dads.